position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 18th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. On the run, it's Martin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Quickly complete. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. This time they'll go to the running game. Breaks into the open.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Trying to barrel in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And 4th and goal from the 1. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Denmark. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Got it in the middle. It's Martin. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Finds his man, it's Mills. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Mills. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. The corners are walked up tight. from the gun. The give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He's out past the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Using his legs to buy some time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pulls it in. It's Martin. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. No, he got loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's got 93 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Big guy smells it, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Spins away from the defense.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quick step and go. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Going to the running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Now the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Raiola. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Nelson. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Oh, man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got him. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. Back to pass. The quick out. Smashes through the tackle. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's go. Using his legs, it's Martin. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Picks up the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle. It's Denmark. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. And some room to work. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Jackrabbit. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball with different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
The give to the tailback. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Rayola. Working that wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. Pulls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Martin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. It's a fumble on the play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Trying to pound their way in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. On the run, inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here on third down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskers line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail. And that figurative...
And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. The Nittany Lions with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is...
Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Across the 40 out of bounds and the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ives. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense in a bunch formation. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the move, it's Ives. Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Cornhuskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Run stage sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. At the 35, he's open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Nelson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Ives. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Raiola. That's caught. It's Parker. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He's going for the big play. Got him downfield. Wide open space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the point after is good.
83, Nebraska, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.